Presenting his budget to the Legislative Council today, Financial Secretary John Tsang gave details of government revenue in the 2012-13 financial year. He forecasts a surplus of about $64.9 billion, and fiscal reserves are expected to be $734 billion. Actual revenues from various sources have exceeded his original estimates. Revenue from earnings and profits tax is $24.8 billion higher than the original estimate. Land premiums are $9.1 billion higher. Given hectic trading in the property market and stock market, stamp duty revenue is $6 billion higher. And the dividend from the West Rail Property Development Limited is about $10 billion higher than the original estimate. Total government revenue for 2013-14 is estimated to be $435.1 billion. Earnings and profits tax, estimated at $189.4 billion, is forecast to be the biggest revenue source. Land revenue is estimated at $69 billion. He also forecasts that total government expenditure will reach $440 billion and expects a $4.9 billion deficit to be recorded in the coming year. Mr. Tsang stressed that the government must not overlook the challenges an aging population poses. Last year, the number of people aged 65 and over was 980,000, representing 14% of the population. But that number will more than double to 2.56 million by 2041, representing 30% of the population. 5 people of working age now financially support 1 dependent senior, but in 20 years, the ratio will drop to just 2 people supporting 1 senior. Mr. Tsang said the government would set up a working group of scholars and experts to be led by the Treasury branch to study ways to make more comprehensive planning for public financing in the long term, to cope with the aging population and the government's other long-term commitments. The working group would report to him by the end of this year. Government services are generally charged according to the user pays principle. There are thousands of government fees and charges, such as license fees and the issue of identity documents. The cost recovery rate for some items is as low as 30%, and more than 1,000 fees and charges have not been adjusted since Hong Kong's reunification. All policy bureaus and departments will review their respective fees and charges and submit plans for revision, Mr. Tsang said, noting the government will first deal with fees that have not been revised for years and do not directly affect people's livelihood.